即世界有三種嘅唔同特性嘅。
Sattva guna, Raja guna, and Tamo guna. Okay?
Sattva guna,
Rajagun,
Rajaguna,
Tamagun.
Tamo guna. Sattva guna is the mode of goodness.
Sattva guna 即係善良形態啦。
Raja guna is the mode of passion.
Rajaguna 就係激情形態啦。
And Tamo guna is the mode of ignorance.
Tamaguna 就係愚昧形態。
So these three modes of nature correspond with three states of nature that all material objects go through: creation, maintenance for some time, and then destruction.
咁呢三種嘅形態咧，喺物質世界上面咧都係會呈現嘅。咁佢呈現嘅形態咧就係、產生就係呢、個首先就係 creation 啦，即係創造啦，跟住就係維係同埋毀滅。
So Raja guna is the creation, Sattva guna is the maintenance for some time, and Tamo guna is ignorance, destruction.
咁 Rajaguna 就係、
Sorry?
Creation.
Rajaguna 就係、
creates.
就係創造。And then what is this?
Goodness maintains,
Goodness 就係呢個維係。
and ignorance destroys.
Destroy. Ignorance 就係、毀滅。
Okay? So these three modes of nature are controlled by three guna avatars.
咁呢三種嘅形態咧就係、Who is Guna Avatar？
Guna avatars are Shiva, Brahma, and Vishnu.
Guna, you see, guna means qualitative
Guna is like the modes of nature are the gunas.
qualities.
Okay.
Qualitative in qualities.
So, Jai. So Shiva destroys.
Shiva 就係、
負責毀滅。
負責毀滅㗎啦。
Lord Brahma creates,
Lord Brahma 就係負責創造㗎啦。
and Vishnu maintains.
Vishnu 就係負責維係。
Okay? So, Lord Brahma created the universe.
呢個 Lord Brahma 就係創造呢個宇宙嘅。
As we know, every universe, Garbhadaksha Vishnu, he lies on, no, Karanadaksha Vishnu, he lies on the causal ocean. And the universes are manifesting from the pores of his skin. And when he breathes in and when he breathes out, the universes are manifesting and going back in and out from the pores of his skin.
The Lord
Lord Vishnu.
Lord Vishnu 咧，佢咧就係瞓喺度啦。咁佢嘅身體每一呼每一吸就係呢個宇宙嘅創造啦。
This Vishnu is known as Karanadaksha Vishnu.
Karan. Karana Dakshai Vishnu.
Karanadaksha Vishnu. Okay? Because he lies on the causal ocean.
因為佢就呢個咩 Vishnu 啊？
Karanadaksha Vishnu. Okay. So anyway, so
引彈之陽嘅維斯紐。
你哋都聽得明就唔使翻譯啦。
So there are an infinite number of material universes.
跟住佢就話，即係呢一個宇宙有無限咁多個地球
And they are always being created and destroyed and created
咁
and
佢哋
destroyed.
成日都俾人哋創造同埋毀滅啦，不停係咁。
So Lord Brahma creates them and Shiva in the end, he destroys them.
咁 Lord Brahma 就負責創造啦，咁 Shiva 就負責係毀滅佢哋嘅。
Lord Brahma has a life of 100 years, but 100 of his years is like 3 trillion of our years, something like this.
咁 Lord Brahma 咧，佢咧就有100歲嘅命啦，咁但係佢嘅100歲咧就係我哋嘅幾千億嘅年啦。
Okay? So in the Bhagavatam it's described, I think in the 3rd canto, that Lord Brahma created the universe.
咁喺國家有談嘅第三篇，咁咧就講到咧呢個 Lord Brahma 咧就負責創造呢個宇宙。
And in order to do this, he had many sons. These sons were known as progenitors, Prajapatis, which means in English progenitors.
咁佢咧都有好多使者嘅喎，咁佢嘅使者咧有成8個咁多嘅喎，咁呢啲使者咧就叫做 progenitors。
So they,
生住啊！
so basically he had sons and he marries his sons off to daughters and then they have more children and children and children and the whole universe is manifested in that way.
咁佢哋有好多嗰啲仔啦，咁嗰啲仔咧又同啲 又要結婚啦，咁結咗婚就又生啲小朋友啦，咁佢哋即係嗰一批嘅人咧，即係嗰一個族嘅人咧，就係負責控制住呢個宇宙嘅運作。
For example, some of his children, they will have, their children will be the Earth planet, or the Moon planet, or the Sun planet, and then they will give birth to, the race of birds, or the race of insects, or the different things. They all manifested down from Lord Brahma by
咁佢哋咧
Brahma's
就係
family.
好似即係佢哋嘅祖先咧就係會即係生產一啲嘅星球啦，咁佢哋嘅孫啊，即係嗰啲後裔咧就會負責係做一啲鳥啊、昆蟲啊、人類啊，即係唔同嘅生物體都係由每一個佢哋嘅一層一層都係由佢嘅子孫係去控制住、掌管住咁樣嘅。
So one of these progenitors was known as Daksha, and he was very famous, and everybody respected him.
One of the what?
One of these progenitors, one of these sons of Brahma, he was known as Daksha.
咁其中一個咧就叫做 Daksha 啦。
He was very famous, and everybody
咁
respected
佢
him.
係好出名嘅，咁每一個人都係好尊敬佢嘅。
So Daksha used to have the rishis. They used to have fire sacrifices,
咁 Daksha 經常亦都係會有呢個火祭啦進行。
and all the different rishis and demigods and personalities around the universe, they would come to these sacrifices.
咁好多嗰啲聖人啊、半神人啊，同埋好多嘅嘉賓亦都會出席呢一個火祭啦。
You understand fire sacrifice?
Yeah.
Like Swaha. Okay. So one time, when Daksha arrived at the fire sacrifice, all of the demigods and all of the rishis, they stood up to respect him.
咁有一次咧，當 Daksha 嚟到呢個火祭嘅時候，所有嘅聖人同埋半神人咧都起身迎接佢啦。
Except for two people,
除咗兩個人，
Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva.
嗰兩個人就係 Lord Brahma 同埋 Lord Shiva。
Lord Brahma did not stand up because Lord Brahma is the father of Daksha, and so he did not have to stand up to respect his son.
咁 Lord Brahma 就冇起身啦，因為佢嘅爹哋咧就係 Who's his daddy?
Lord Brahma.
Lord Brahma is the father of Daksha.
Lord Brahma is the
Father of Daksha.
係因為佢係佢個爹哋，所以佢就唔使起身去迎接佢，
So he didn't have to stand up for Daksha because
因為佢係個爹哋啊嘛，所以佢咪唔使起身咯。
Lord Shiva also did not stand up
Lord Shiva 咧，施威神咧亦都冇企起身啦，
because Shiva is known as Mahadev, the greatest of all the demigods.
因為呢個施威神咧就係呢一個所有嘅半神人嘅神手，所以佢亦都覺得佢冇需要起身。
It is said in Sastra that if you follow Dharma for 100 lifetimes perfectly, then you can become Lord Brahma.
Wisdom 啊！
Religion.
Religion.
佢話：如果你遵循呢個宗教100世咧，你就可以變成 What will you become？
Lord Brahma.
就可以變成 Lord Brahma 啦。
But this means perfectly, without any mistake.
咁係要完全係要完美嘅，係唔可以犯任何嘅錯嘅。
If you miss Mangalati one time,
如果你
finished.
有一朝咧起唔到身去呢個 Mangalati 咧，咁咧就完㗎啦嗰一世。
And so it's very difficult to become Lord Brahma. But if you are Lord Brahma for 100 lifetimes, then you can become Lord Shiva.
咁如果你即係如果你做到100世咁樣咧，就可以變成 Lord Brahma 啦。如果你做到100世嘅 Lord Brahma 咧，就可以變成 Lord Shiva 啊。
So it's very, very difficult to become Shiva.
所以咧，成為呢個 Shiva 咧係非常之難嘅，即係要100乘100世，即係每一日都要起身做Mangalati先得。
Shiva is the highest position the jiva can obtain in this material universe.
咁 Shiva 咧就係呢個微靈嘅最高嘅一個層次啦，喺呢一個物質世界上面最高嘅一個狀態啦，即係地位咁嘅意思啦。
So Shiva did not stand up for Daksha, and Daksha, when he saw this, he became angry.
咁 Shiva 佢咧見到阿 Daksha 嚟嘅時候咧就冇站立啦，咁 Daksha 見到咁嘅情形之後咧 就有啲憤怒啦。
Daksha was angry because Lord Shiva was married to Daksha's daughter.
咁呢個 Daksha 咧就覺得憤怒啦，因為佢係呢一個 Lord Shiva 嘅外父嚟嘅。
Daksha's daughter's name was Sati.
咁咧 Daksha 嘅女咧，
唔係司法。
嘅女咧就叫做 Sati。
So when Daksha, first of all, Daksha didn't want his daughter to marry Shiva.
咁咧首先嚟講咧，佢咧就唔想呢一個Daksha 咧就唔想呢一個女咧就嫁俾呢一個Shiva 嘅。
Daksha didn't understand Shiva's glories. He had dreadlocks and he's dirty and has a skull necklace and he's covered in ashes and he's very crazy. And he's thinking, oh, my daughter, very nice, beautiful daughter, and he's marrying this.
咁 Daksha 咧
Crazy person.
就唔明白，即係到呢一個 Shiva 嘅呢個榮耀啦。即係因為佢咧成日就着啲好核突嘅衫啦，又即係滿身都係啲塵土啊、泥扮啊。咁 Daksha 成日都唔明白點解佢個女就會想嫁俾一個咁污糟嘅人啦。
And but anyway, Lord Brahma had ordered Daksha to marry his daughter to Shiva, so he did it.
Lord Brahma
Lord Brahma ordered Daksha to marry his daughter Sati to Shiva.
Lord Brahma is higher class than Daksha。
He's
Yeah.
his father.
哦，咁佢 Lord Brahma 咧，即係 Daksha 嘅爹哋咧，就命令咗即係呢一個呢 the father order who
Lord Brahma ordered Daksha
order
to marry his daughter Sati to Shiva.
哦，咁咧佢嘅即係佢嘅爸爸嘅爸爸咧，就即係嗰個 Daksha 嘅爸爸咧，就命令阿 Daksha 就要將呢一個佢嘅女咧就許配俾呢一個 Shiva。
Okay? But Daksha was not happy about this.
咁咧其實 Daksha 咧就唔係好開心嘅。
But anyway, Daksha thought that Shiva is my son-in-law.
Daksha thought
Thought that Shiva is my
咁
son-in-law.
Daksha 咧就覺得佢係阿 Shiva 就係佢嘅女婿啦，
So he's like junior to me.
咁佢就應該係尊重佢啦。
So when Shiva didn't stand up, when Daksha arrived at the fire sacrifice, Daksha was very upset.
咁當who didn't stand up
Shiva.
Shiva 當阿 Shiva 冇企起身嘅時候咧，佢咧就覺得佢好唔尊重佢啦，佢就唔開心啦。
So he became very angry and he criticized Lord Shiva.
咁佢就好嬲啦，咁佢就開始鬧呢一個 Shiva，
And he cursed him.
咁佢就詛咒佢啦。
He said, all of your followers will become atheists.
咁佢就話佢所有嘅門徒咧都係成為呢個無神論者啦。
And in turn, what's his name? Nandi, you know the bull? Shiva rides a bull called Nandi.
Shiva rides a bull.
哦，咁呢個 Shiva 咧就騎住一隻牛嘅，咁咧就叫做 Nandi 嘅。
Nandi cursed the Daksha and said, you and all your followers, all the Brahmins, you will be very attached to doing materialistic sacrifices for material ends.
Nandi cursed Daksha 啊。
係啊係啊
咁呢個肥牛咧就喺度詛咒呢個 Daksha 啦，就話咧 What did he curse？
He said, you and all Brahmins will be attached to doing sacrifices for material gain.
咁佢咧就詛咒佢咧就話你即係呢個 Daksha 同埋啲婆羅門咧就會淨係依附住對於物質上嘅嘢嘅火祭啦，即係淨係求物質嘅嘢啦。
So in this way they were cursing each other.
咁佢哋咧就互相咁去詛咒對方啦。
And Shiva was very upset about this, and without saying anything, he left the sacrifice.
咁 Shiva 亦都覺得好唔開心啦，咁佢冇講過任何嘢，佢就離開咗呢個地方啦。
But it's okay? Yeah? But we can see to this day that people who worship Shiva, they become atheists.
咁直至到今日為止咧，我哋亦都見到咧，如果所有人係去崇拜呢一個 Shiva 咧，佢哋亦都係變成一個無神論者。
We respect Shiva as a great Vaishnava, and we worship him in that way. So we're okay.
咁我哋崇拜呢一個 Shiva 嘅時候咧，就係、以當佢係一個聖人嘅心態崇拜佢啦。咁就所以我哋就唔會話即係造成一啲冒犯，就會變咗做無神論者咁樣咯。
But those who do not understand that Shiva is a Vaishnava and they worship him as God, gradually they become atheists.
咁當有啲人唔清楚嘅時候咧，就當咗呢個 Shiva 係神嘅時候，咁去崇拜佢咧，咁咧慢慢咧以時日嘅侵蝕咧，你就會慢慢就會變成一個無神論者啦。
The atheist does not want to obtain prem, love of God.
咁無神論者咧就對呢、一個神嘅愛咧係冇興趣嘅。
The atheist only wants to obtain mukti, liberation.
咁呢個無神論者咧都係只係對於呢一個解脫係有興趣嘅啫。
He may chant Hare Krishna, he may worship Krishna, he may worship all the gods, everybody, but in the end, the result he wants is mukti. He doesn't want to serve.
咁佢呢個無神論者可能係會唱頌 Hare Krishna，亦都可能會崇拜即係神像啊，做呢啲各種嘅活動啦。咁但係其實咧最終咧佢對呢啲都係冇興趣嘅，因為佢嘅目的咧只係求到呢個解脫嘅啫。
Okay. So anyway, a long time after this, Daksha announced that he was having another big fire sacrifice.
咁過咗一段時間之後咧，德雪咧就同眾人講咧，就話佢會將舉行一個新嘅火祭啦。
At that time, Shiva's wife Sati became very agitated because she wanted to go.
What is agitated?
Disturbed. She was anxious to go to the
Oh.
ceremony.
Oh.
Sati, Shiva's wife Sati.
咁當呢個消息傳咗出去之後咧，咁咧佢Daksha 嘅女咧就覺得好緊張啦，因為佢咧又要去呢啲咁嘅宴會啦，咁可能有一啲衝突咁樣，佢就覺得好緊張啦。
Because her father is there, her mother is there, all her sisters are there, and her friends and
咁
everyone.
佢就話所有人都會出席啦，佢嘅家人啊，所有人都出席，所以佢就覺得好緊張啦。
Because a lady's nature is she likes to wear nice sari and go and talk.
咁女性嘅特徵咧就係中意喺呢啲場合度，即係炫耀自己啊，着啲靚衫啊，即係傾偈啊，即係有好好嘅表現啊，希望自己咁樣。
So she wanted to go, but she asked Shiva, "Can I go?" And Shiva said no.
咁佢咧就好想去啦，因為好期待呢個宴會啦。咁佢就問 Shiva， 佢可唔可以去啦？但係 Shiva 咧就話佢唔可以去。
Shiva said, "It is true that you can go to the house of your father without invitation, but not when that father does not respect you or your husband."
佢話理所當然你可以去你爹哋屋企，係唔需要任何邀請，你都係可以去啦。但係你唔可以去嘅原因就係因為你嘅爸爸唔尊重你同埋你嘅老公，所以你咧就唔可以去嗰度啦。
If you go there, you will be very disturbed, so don't go.
如果你去到咧，你就會覺得好即係痛苦啦，所以你就唔應該去啦。
But Sati didn't listen, and she was going back and forth and umming and ahhing, and in the end she just left. She went.
咁 Sati 就覺得好掙扎啦，咁佢即係佢15、16咁樣一輪之後咧，佢就諗咗好耐咧，佢就離開咗啦，就去咗啦。
And a whole host of Shiva's followers went with her.
Shiva's disciples.
咁佢嘅老公嘅所有嘅追隨者咧，亦都跟隨着佢而去啦。
However, when she arrived at the sacrifice, she spoke to her mother and her friends, and they talked to her very nicely.
咁當佢去到呢個場合嘅時候咧，咁佢嘅媽咪啊嘅朋友啊，咁佢亦都同佢交談啦，即係亦都即係同佢即係好友善咁去交談啦。
But her father Daksha did not respect her or say anything to her.
Daksha 咧就冇尊重佢啦，亦都冇同佢講過任何嘢啦。
at that time, she realized her mistake.
咁喺當時咧，咁佢就明白到佢自己嘅錯誤啦。
And she pointed her finger at her father and she said, I am ashamed to have to have been created by you.
咁佢咧就指住佢爹哋咧就話：我覺得好蒙羞，就係、我作為你嘅女兒而蒙羞。
You are a very materialistic person and you do not understand the glories of Mahadev.
咁佢咧就話：你係一個好物質嘅好物質嘅主義嘅人啦。咁你亦都唔明白嗰、個 Mahadev 嘅榮耀啦，偉大神靈嘅榮耀啦。
You only look at the external visage. You don't look and see the bhakti that he has in his heart.
佢話：你淨係睇外表啦，你睇唔到佢心入邊嘅bhakti 啦。
So I am ashamed to have a body that is related to you.
咁咧，佢咧就話佢有一個佢作為佢嘅女兒嘅身體，亦都覺得蒙羞啦。
So I will give up this body.
咁所以佢咧亦都唔想再要呢個身體啦。
She was very furious. She sat down, meditation, and gradually she raised her life hairs up like this, and then burned her entire body.
咁佢非常之憤怒啦。咁佢坐喺度咧就即係冥想。咁佢咧就將所有嘅身體上面嘅氣咧就谷上去個頭嗰度。咁然之後咧就自我焚燒啦。
With her mystic power.
用佢嘅即係佢嘅能量神。
Then everybody was very upset.
咁所有人亦都非常之咁唔開心啦，在場嘅。
And the followers of Shiva that were with her, they wanted to attack and kill Daksha.
咁所有嗰啲追隨者咧 ，Sira 嘅跟隨者咧，亦都好憤怒啦，亦都想將呢個 Daksha 毀滅。
But one Rishi was there, I think it was Brigu Rishi, and he offered one mantra into the fire, and many warriors came out of the fire and made the followers of Shiva go away.
Who is Raghuvashi?
Brigu Rishi.
你個聲人，邊個聲人？
He chanted one mantra into the fire, and out of the fire, many warriors appeared to
咁
protect.
嗰個主持嗰個火祭嗰個人咧 ，Brigu 咧，佢咧就做咗呢個火祭啦，念咗一啲咒語啦，咁咧之後咧就有啲人出嚟啦。
Understand?
Destroy who? They come out destroy who?
Because Sati had just committed suicide.
Yeah,
Shiva's followers are very angry.
yeah.
They want to kill Daksha.
Okay.
So Brigu Rishi, he chants one mantra.
He's part of the
He's
Shiva's
He's on
disciple.
Daksha's side.
He's on Daksha's side. Okay.
Yeah, he chants one mantra, and out of the fire come these devatas, these powerful warriors, and they shoo away all of Shiva's followers.
OK，咁其中一個 Daksha 嘅門徒咧就進行咗一啲火祭啦，咁即係有啲火出嚟啦，咁火出咗嚟之後咧就有啲好強勁嘅士兵咧就出咗嚟，就將 Shiva 嘅門徒咧就想趕佢哋走咁樣啦。
And they returned to Shiva and told Shiva what happened.
咁嗰啲門徒咧就翻去 Shiva 嗰度就同 Shiva 講發生咗啲咩事啦。
When Shiva heard the news, he became very, very angry.
咁當 Shiva 聽到呢件事之後咧，佢就非常之憤怒啦。
And he pulled out one dreadlock and threw it to the ground.
What is dreadlock?
When your hair goes matted,
Like
you,
Bob Marley.
you don't comb your hair and it becomes thick.
Okay.
That's a dreadlock.
咁佢就將頭上面一啲嘅結咧 he threw it away,
Threw it on the ground like that.
just like that.
The mystic power in his hair, you see? Yogis, their power is in their hair. So he didn't
What
match.
happened after he throw?
I'm just
Tell
trying
you.
to tell you.
咁佢首先就將頭上面嗰啲結咧，就將佢抌咗落地下啦。
And then out of the dreadlock appeared one huge monster.
因為嗰啲頭髮咧就係嗰啲瑜伽師嘅即係能量所在處啦。咁佢將佢抌咗落地下之後咧就 A monster came。
Yeah, big, scary black demon.
咁佢抌咗落地下之後咧，就有一個好大隻嘅黑色嘅惡魔就走咗出嚟啦。
I can't remember the name. Anybody remember?
That's good enough.
Okay. Yeah. So Virabhadra, that's it. Virabhadra.
惡魔叫做呢
So
個惡魔叫做 Virabhadra。
Shiva said to Virabhadra, "Go and kill Daksha."
咁啊，Shiva 就同 Virabhadra 講咧，就話你快啲去殺嗰個德尚啦。
So off they went with all Shiva's followers, and they arrived at the sacrifice.
咁佢咧就同埋 Lord Shiva 嘅門徒咧，就同埋呢個惡魔就去咗嗰、個翻去嗰個火仔嗰度咯。
And they started killing everybody,
咁佢就開始將所有人都大屠殺咯。
breaking all the demigods' bones,
咁佢
pulling out the eyes of the rishis, smashing their teeth.
咁佢就將所有人嘅骨咧都粉碎啦，將所有半成人嘅眼睛都攞出嚟啦，
They
同
went
埋
into
將所有人嘅牙齒咧都粉碎啦。
they went into the women's quarters and molested the women.
咁佢就去到嗰啲女士嘅地方嗰度就搞嗰啲女士啦。
Shiva's followers are demons, very
Disclaimer.
scary.
因為 Shiva 嘅門徒咧就係嗰啲惡魔啊，即係佢係專搞破壞嘅，所以佢哋好叻咯。
So Virabhadra, he grabbed Daksha and he shoved him on the ground.
Virabhadra 嗰個惡魔咧就將嗰啲人咧就拎起，跟住就將佢哋懟落去嗰個地下度啦。
And he tried to chop off Daksha's head.
咁佢哋咧就嘗試咧就將呢個德尚嘅頭顱咧就切出嚟啦。
But he couldn't do it because Daksha was a very, very powerful personality.
但係佢就做唔到呢樣嘢啦，因為德尚佢係一個非常之有力量嘅一個。
So even even great, educated, powerful people can still make the mistake of not recognizing who is a Vaishnava.
Cannot make the mistake。
Can make
咁就算一啲好有教養嘅人咧，亦都可以犯呢一個認唔到邊一個係即係 Vaishnavas，即係聖人嘅呢個錯誤咯。奉獻者，即係就算啲好有學識嘅人都可以認唔到奉獻者咯，認唔出奉獻者咯。
Daksha was the son of Lord Brahma. He had all facility, all intelligence, everything. But he couldn't understand that Mahadev was a great Vaishnava.
咁 Daksha 咧就係一個 Brahma 嘅仔，咁佢亦都係好有力量嘅，咁但係佢亦都唔明白到呢一個Shiva 咧，即係佢嘅好處咯，佢嘅亦都唔識得去即係明白佢嗰啲優點咯。奉獻者嘅品質係咯。
So anyway, Virabhadra, he grabbed Daksha and he saw they had one instrument. It doesn't explain what it is, maybe like a guillotine, I don't know. Some instrument that they used for sacrificing the animals. And he took Daksha and he put him in that and he chopped his head off with that.
咁呢個惡魔咧就喺個火勢上面咧就執咗一啲嘅樂器啦。
But he couldn't point
咁
this.
咧佢咧就將用呢一個樂器咧就即係用佢嚟攻擊呢一個 Daksha 啦，就想斬佢個頭落嚟啦。
So that was the end of that. So
Then
then,
the goat medal.
sorry, it's coming. So then, after this, Shiva went home. The demigods, so many of their bones are broken, suffering too much. Shiva's still very angry. So they went to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma didn't attend the sacrifice. They went to Lord Brahma and said, "Oh, Lord Brahma, Shiva's very angry. Oh my God, this has happened."
咁當 Lord Shiva 嘅門徒離開咗之後啦，咁嗰啲半人咧即係死傷就好多啦，好痛苦啦。咁佢哋就離開咗啦。咁佢哋咧就將呢件事咧就講咗俾 Lord Brahma 聽。
And Lord Brahma said, "Don't worry, Shiva is easily angered but easily pleased."
咁 Lord Brahma 咧就話唔緊要啦，雖然 Lord Shiva 佢係好嬲啫，好容易發嬲，但係佢亦都好容易氹翻佢開心嘅啫。
So, together with Lord Brahma, they all went to see Shiva, who was sitting underneath a banyan tree and speaking Harikatha.
咁同阿 Lord Brahma 一齊咧，佢咧 sorry。
Together with Lord Brahma, all the demigods, they went to Shiva, who was sitting under a banyan tree and speaking Harikatha.
咁咧佢咧就同埋 Lord Brahma 一齊翻去 Shiva 嗰度咧，就坐喺一棵嗰啲棕櫚樹下邊咧，就講呢一個就聽課咯喎，講呢個哈利卡他咯喎。
And they apologized to him and they asked him if he could bring Daksha back to life.
Who apologize to who？
All the demigods and the rishis and
哦
everybody.
OK，咁嗰啲半神人咧就 who apologize to who？To
Brahma and the demigods
apologize。
apologize to Lord Shiva.
咁嗰啲即係去咗火祭嘅人咧，亦都同呢個 Lord Shiva 道歉啦。咁就希望呢 Lord Shiva 道歉啦。咁就希望呢個 Lord Shiva 咧就可以將呢個 Daksha 咧就即係起死回生啦。
They wanted to bring Daksha back to life because he's a progenitor and he has a task to perform.
咁咧佢咧就想將呢個 Daksha 咧就起死回生啦，因為佢係一個好有力量嘅神啦，咁佢亦都可以做好多嘢，同埋 what he can do
生主嚟。
生主。
So anyway, Shiva is very pleased and he's very
Oh, very
easily pacified.
Okay.
And he said yes, but because Daksha is a very materialistic person, he should have the head of a goat.
咁啊 Shiva 咧其實咧都好容易氹嘅啫，咁佢聽咗咁多人同佢講對唔住之後咧，佢都話都可以嘅，我都係考慮下嘅。不過咧呢一個 Daksha 咧佢就係一個好物質嘅人啊，所以佢咧就應該有一個好似羊咁嘅頭。
So they cut off the head of a goat and they put it on Daksha.
咁佢咧就將一隻羊咧就殺咗啦，就斬咗個頭落嚟，就將佢黐咗落去 Daksha 嘅身體度啦。
And Daksha's apologizing to Shiva like this. One very story.
咁 Daksha 咧就覺得好，就同呢個 Shiva 咧就講對唔住啊，就好驚啊，就話咁樣咯。
So the lesson is don't upset Shiva, he's very powerful and he'll kill you.
咁嗰個教訓咧就係你唔好得罪呢個 Shiva 啦，因為佢好有力量啦，同埋佢會將你即係毀滅咁樣咯。
Anyway, back to the original point. Because of this whole story, Shiva, he was without a wife. Shiva had lost his wife in this story.
Because Sati,
Oh yeah, burn
Burn
herself.
herself.
Yes. 咁個教訓咧就係因為呢一件事咧，咁 Shiva 咧就冇咗個妻子啦，因為佢就即係俾火燒咗啦，自焚啊嘛佢，咁即係呢一個爭執裏邊咧，佢就冇咗個妻子啦，咁就好慘啦。
So after some time, Sati reappeared as Parvati, the daughter of the Himalayas.
咁經過咗一段時間之後咧，咁呢個 Shiva 咧就將佢自己咧就呈現成為呢一個喜馬拉雅山。
唔係，佢個太太係成為咗喜馬拉雅山嘅女兒。
Huh?
The wife of the Shiva presented as the Himalaya's daughter.
like
Yeah, she
reincarnated.
reappeared as the daughter of the Himalayas, Parvati.
哦，咁佢個太太咧就經過咗一段時間咧，就將佢自己就呈現為呢個喜馬拉雅山嘅女兒啦。
And she started performing austerity so that she could marry Shiva.
咁佢咧就開始做一啲苦行啦，咁就希望可以同呢個 Shiva 即係繼續係結婚啦咁樣啦。
Because nobody in the universe was happy because Shiva had no wife.
因為咧呢個宇宙裏邊咧，亦都冇人係覺得快樂啦，即係因為呢一個 Shiva 佢冇老婆而覺得快樂。
Shiva wasn't interested, he was just meditating on Radha and Krishna.
咁 Shiva 亦都冇興趣啦，即係去識其他嘅太太啦。咁佢淨係成日咧就係對呢個 Radha，即係對呢個 Radharani 同埋 Krishna 係冥想啦。
Shiva is always meditating on Radha and Krishna's Astakalya Leela. Astakalya Leela.
8種小事。
Eightfold pastimes in the day.
喺八重宵嘅時光裏邊冥想住主。
咁呢個老婆啊，呢個
Shiva 係冥想住主嘅八重宵嘅時光。
係啊。
Okay. So anyway, so he wasn't interested in getting married,
咁佢對呢個婚姻亦都係冇興趣啦。
but all the demigods they requested him, oh please, this
但係所有
girl is very
半神
nice.
人咧就不停係咁將佢係介紹俾一啲女仔認識啦。
So in the end he agreed and he married Parvati.
咁最後咧佢亦都應承咗咧，咁佢就同呢一個巴富提結婚啦。
And that day when he got married is known as Shivratri.
咁 咁佢哋結婚嗰日咧就係、叫做 Srimajik 啦。Is that tomorrow？
And that's tomorrow.
咁嗰個就係聽日啦，即係佢嘅再婚嘅日子啦，Lord Shiva 再婚嘅日子啦。
So tomorrow we'll follow Shivratri. Shiva is Vishnu Tattva, so we will fast.
咁聽日就係呢、個即係佢再婚嘅日子啦。
Kadashi fasting.
咁我哋咧
因為師
為咗
奶神咧都
迎，
係其實係維斯樓嘅化身，維斯樓係至尊主嘅化身嚟嘅，
所以我哋聽日咧就會
都需要
fasting 啦，即係會用做 Ekadasi 嗰啲
唔食
程序啦
唔食五穀，因為佢都係主嘅化身。
Okay. We always respect Shiva because the Goswamis always respected Shiva.
咁我哋咧會成日都好尊重呢個 Shiva 啦，因為所有嘅 Goswami。
Some other
What is
Vaishnava.
Goswami?
The Rupa Goswami, the 6 Goswamis.
They like staying.
Yeah, they're on the altar there.
即係嗰啲聖人咧都好尊重佢哋啦，所以我哋都好尊重佢哋啦。
So some other. Okay. You okay? Okay. Question? No. Okay. So some other Vaishnava sampradayas they don't respect Shiva so much, but we respect Shiva.
咁有啲嘅聖人咧，佢咧就唔係好
有啲傳係，
有啲傳係就唔係話好尊重呢個 Shiva 啦，咁但係我哋就好尊重佢嘅。
Because in order to have Sambandha Gyan, you must understand Shiva.
咁如果你想得到神嘅愛咧，咁咧你就要
呢個對神關係嘅知識係啦。
對神關係嘅知識咧，咁你一定要係去用榮耀呢個 Shiva 嘅智慧神嘅。
Sorry, I just took my.
No, that's good.
That's enough.
No? Okay, sorry.
Mahadev ki jai.
Jai. Bunch culture, Mr.
Wonderful.